I go to remove this hand and look, it just broke right off. Hey nerds, today we're checking out this Evil Dead Ultimate Ash figure from Neca. Got it at Ross for about half price. Best way to buy anything, except for free, right? We're gonna open this bad boy up. I'm not keeping the box, so I shouldn't really care. So, yeah, whatever. Evil Dead, seriously, one of the best movies, horror films out there. Horror comedy. Directed, of course, written, I believe, also by? Directed by Sam Raimi. The man who also directed the best Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. That's right, I said it. Look at the detail on this chainsaw. Again, I mean, Neca, we all know this. Their details are pretty awesome. Sometimes it's flimsy, sometimes their joints are bad. They got their QC issues, but most of the time, design-wise, it's really solid. There's some good people doing good work over there at NECA as far as design team goes. Look at the detail on that. It looks like metal. It's not. We got the wood grain. Beautiful. We've got the lamp. Look at this. Now it'd be cool if it had a battery, little tiny like watch battery kind of thing you could put in there and it lit up. But again, nice detail. None of this moves, so whatever. Got that. We got the old school reel to reel player here. This is how he summons the demonites. Does it move? Nothing moves, but it's pretty solid detail. Again, like it. We've got the boomstick, right? One of the most important weapons of choice from our hero Ash here. Nice detail again. Look at the buttstock. Metal vibe on the paint. Very cool. You could probably put a very tiny blast effect if you had one in there. Let's see here. He's got the extra hands, you know, trigger finger, grabby hand. I'm assuming this is for, like, you know, holding this stuff here. Like that, you know. That kind of good fun stuff, or the axe. Alright, let's cut these stupid things off. Try not to cut our fingers. Usually I would use little, like those scissor things. It's better than using an X-Acto knife, but this is what I have with me right now. Always point the blade away from your finger. Right? Safety first, boys and girls. Who needs fingertips? That's how they can ID you and track you. Okay. Is there something else holding him in? What is going on? Oh yeah, there we go. My only issues with these figures, why I haven't God damn it. Alright, why I haven't like bought these before, when I mean I love Bruce Campbell and I love these movies, is I don't think the likenesses are super great compared. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too used to looking at a more aged Bruce Campbell, and this is a very young Bruce Campbell. But yeah, interesting head sculpts. Look at the teeth in there. Pretty cool. You got the standard head sculpt here. Just no kind of expression at all. Alright, we got our standard blue shirt. And this reminds me of the way they made Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtle line, the movie line, the arms. How they look fine like this, right? But when you lift them up, they're too thin right here. But arms down, he's fine. Get the belt, pants and everything. Yeah, this totally reminds me of the Casey Jones figure. Same kind of knee joints. Let's check his articulation. We got the ankle rockers in here. Right? Decent design on the shoes. His loafers, it looks like. We got single jointed knees. Get that much bend. I knew they rotated in here. So you can pretend to sit cross-legged. Guess not. Hip joints, they rotate up in there. You can see that. Can you see it? I can see it. I don't know if you can. And they kick forward that far. Doing splits that far. I don't really go back too much, but there you go. Oh, we got blue paint right there. See that? I guess these jeans were originally blue plastic and they painted them brown. That's fun. All right, a little bit of rotation here at the waist. Not a whole lot of crunch. This is like a soft rubber versus hard plastic, so you got that little bit of give. Arms could go all the way around, go up about that far. No bicep cut at all. We have the single jointed elbows. That one's moving. That one's moving, and they should rotate in here, yeah. Hacky slashy, hashy slashy, hashy, whatever, ashy slashy. I forget what he says. Standard wrist joint right here, spins right there. So that motion. So he's got these open hands, and he's got this other. What is this hand for then? This is the one. This might be the one that has to hold the chain. Yeah, probably for the chainsaw. And then his head moves around like this. Looks down that far, up that far. The left and right lean. Let's swap the heads. Okay, there's your neck joint right there. Which head we want to roll with? The scared one? Kind of side-eyed scared one. Okay. We're going to swap the hands. Let's see how the peg's like on these ones. Okay. I got to use the chainsaw, I'm sorry. I want one that where he's actually got no wrist. So you can just put the chainsaw right on. That'd be great. Like, you know, like what happens in the second movie. Let's see here. Ooh, that's kind of flimsy. Maybe this is not meant for this hand. I might have been wrong. Oh, wait. That seems to be working. You can get this over here if you want to go like that. But I kind of want to put the boomstick in his other hand, but this is the trigger finger for it, so that's not going to work. We're just going to have him holding the chainsaw. I prefer the chainsaw as a weapon anyways. It's a fun one. I also like the 2-pack that comes with his sister from the movie. The character, but it's just, yeah, with in the demonite form, right? The one that was underneath the floor in the movie. They locked her in the basement. There we go. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. Groovy, baby. Does he have a scar there? Or is that just a flaw? Oh, no, I guess. Does he have a scar on his face in real life that I don't know about? Because it's on all the figures. How did I never notice that? I think this should go like this over the top. There we go. Alright. There's your Evil Dead Ultimate Ash. Is he ultimate enough for you guys? Which weapon would you pose him with? I kind of want the chainsaw. Maybe I'll put the chainsaw in one hand, the boomstick in the other hand. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So right after I get done filming my review video, I go to remove this hand and look at it, it just broke right off. You can see how the peg kind of separated right there. See that? See that? Oh, that's happened to me before. Oh well, typical NECA. I've had that happen on a Ninja Turtle figure. Fun times.